Oh my. Oh my goodness, we're on the air. How you doing, everybody? It's your buddy here, Uncle Bruce. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. It's the daily show. usually I'm on at 6:30 my time, 8:30 Eastern time. Today I'm a little late because I had to do a trade alert. I had to do I had to do a trading tip of the day for my Gold Bagel members. Then I did a trade alert show for my Gold Bagel members. Now I'm here for all of you guys. Welcome to the party. Don't forget, stink bids save lives. If you don't know what a stink bid is, you're in trouble. You are in big trouble. If you don't know what a stink offer is, you are costing yourself thousands of dollars a year. I mean, thousands of dollars a year. And if you're a taxpayer that's in the 20, 30, 40% tax bracket and you're losing $6,000 a year because you don't know what the hell a stink bid is and stink offer, that's $10,000 pre-tax income. You might as well just shut this channel off and go back to watching Beverly Hillbillies because you're not serious about making money. You're still here? Okay, you're serious about making money. Thank you all for joining me. We'll tell you all about stink bids and stuff. The best way to understand what a stink bid is, a stink offer is, and all the other terms we use around here is get off your hiney and do what everyone else around here has been doing. And that is, these folks here, they'll tell you, start with class number 1 on Bruce's website. For God's sake, what are you waiting for? It's time. It's time for some of you to get off your duffs and understand what we're talking about here on how we make money in the market, whether the market goes up or the market goes down or doesn't do anything. These viewers of mine are figured out I can make money no matter what direction the market goes, and I don't have to guess, which is even better. I mean, all these other channels I watch, I have to guess what's going to happen, or I have to have a pretty good inkling, or I have to know technicals, or I have to watch charts, and I have to look at resistance levels. I have to go, you don't need to know any of this crap. No, forget all that gobbledygook gunk. Just learn how to write options and put the risk on the entire trade onto someone else's butt and let them make the mistakes. And they do make mistakes time and time again. Casinos make money from people that make mistakes. And it's so simple. And that's why I'm just trying to make you a casino. I'm trying to turn you into a casino. You'll start as a small casino. You might be a casino with one slot machine, but eventually you're going to have a bunch of slot machines that are just going to haul you all kinds of money. It's so surprisingly and shockingly effective that I get people who come into this channel and watch me for a while. They take my classes, number 1 and number 2 and number 3. There's 16 of them now. They watch them and they hang out here, and then they try to write an option or two. And then they go, wow, I had no idea I can do that. I only thought mutual funds could do this, or these so-called, billionaire hedge fund investors, only they could do that. After all, they're the ones with the private jets. They've got to be the ones who do. I'm not rich enough to be able to do that. And then you realize, oh my God, I can write a contract. I can write one call option. The hedge fund guy will do 1,000. I can do 1. I can do 2, and then I can do 3, and after about, I don't know, a month or two, my viewers they're on board, they're into it, and they get into writing options, and then they buy them back for less, and they write new contracts, and they get better at it, and then the epiphany hits them like in the middle of the night. They wake up at 3 a.m, cold sweat, and they go, oh my God, I can quit my day job. And they go, my Lord, my life has changed completely. This guy, Uncle Bruce, and his gang over there, no wonder they keep coming back and watch him every damn day. They never stop watching him. Many of them love commenting all the time. Some of them comment once in a while, but they're always there. And he's on the air month after month, year after year, talking about the same thing for a pretty darn good reason. And it's not because he's trying to, bore himself to death. This guy is on the air because he's got viewers who are getting results, financial results. I can't stop until I get millions of you into this. Right now, I'm at several hundred, probably several thousand. I don't know how many thousands of people have watched and are into option writing now that because of me. I don't know the number. I'm going to guess several thousand over the last 3 years. So it's going to be 3 years in January that I've been on the air every day. 2.5 years at least of talking about option writing. It's been monumental, and it has been absolutely fascinating to see the evolution of this channel and the progression that viewers on this channel have made with their terminology they use and how comfortable they are talking about what we're doing here. So many of my viewers who first joined me back in January of 2021, when the GameStop thing was going crazy and the dumb money ruled, the change of this channel from that mayhem, which dominated the investment community for months, as I slowly extracted real people out of there, real investors, over to this side and say, look, kids, I think I can help you guys sustain your involvement in the stock market. Many of you, majority of my viewers in January 2021 didn't last more than 90 days in the market. They blew their brains out. They didn't listen to what I was saying. They weren't going to listen to this old man with his so-called advice from 1978. What the hell does he know? I'm smarter than he is. I know what I'm doing. I read Reddit and Wall Street Bets. I'm going to make the long shot bet in all kinds of stock, and I'm going to become a millionaire. I'm going to laugh at that man. 3 months later, many of those players, they went back to where they came from. And it's not their fault. It's okay. They were sports bettors. They couldn't bet on sports for a while because all the leagues were shut down, and they were Vegas gamblers. They couldn't go to the casinos because they were shut down for a while. They got out. They finally got out of their house, and they got to do what they used to always do, and they're back to their old habits, and they're having a wonderful time. I hope their lives are great. But there's a sliver of viewers from January, February, and March of 2021 who said to me, can you help me and show me how to really make money in this market long-term rather than a hot stock that might go up? Because, man, I've seen rumors come and go, and I've seen failure here and there. I've seen brokerage firms get in the middle of making money where they suspend trading in stocks, and the SEC does nothing about it. The courts do nothing about it. Can you help me against this stacked deck that's out there? And I said, yes, I think I can. And here we are, 2.5 years later, still going, with a bunch of viewers who have become members of this channel. Some are Gold Bagel members, some are Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members, others are just lurkers, others are just subscribers, but they're here. And I congratulate you. And you figured something out, apart from the fact that you can make money in this market, despite all the shenanigans that the institutions can play and get away with. The fact that they can short stock and don't have to report it, which is unthinkable. But the SEC, you don't have to tell us. You have to tell us when you buy stock, but you don't have to tell us if you short stock. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. It's okay. Oh, and all those derivatives you're trading, where you do synthetic trades with stock that doesn't exist, you don't have to report that to us. We don't have to know that. The common investor does not need to know what you're really up to, because it's not in their best interest for them to have to worry about that kind of stuff. Really? Wow, that's amazing. Well, you would think that the Canadian Securities Commission and that the British regulators and they would step in and go, oh, no, we're gonna step in and make these institutions report. No, they didn't do it either. It is so loosey-goosey for institutional traders. They can rip you off left, right, and center, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it except get into the party, pal, and do the same thing. And so, believe it or not, it is completely legal for you to write a call option or a cash secured put or create a credit spread or do an iron condor and make money in this market. It's completely legal, and nobody will knock on your door and say, you can't do that. That's against the law. It's completely legal. And if you do it inside a corporation, if you make enough trades and you create a little holding company and put it into a corporate structure with the help and aid of a tax professional, it's even better, because you get all these write-offs that you can do, and the corporate tax rate is much lower than a personal tax rate. And then you can income split profits between you and your spouse and your kids. Oh, it's good. And then you can maximize contributions to your IRA or RRSPs. You can do all kinds of little games like this. Can you play tax dodge games, legal tax dodge games as a corporate entity? Oh my God. Politicians love corporations. They hate people. Politicians hate voters. You know why? Sometimes they vote against them. They don't like you if they don't vote with them. Corporations, they love corporations because corporations are around all the time and they're the ones with the political donations. That's where the super PAC money comes from. Oh, politicians love corporations. Why don't you do that? Kids, I keep getting emails all the time, and I appreciate the fact that many of you send me an email or you comment here and you ask me questions. I get a lot of questions about, especially on my one-on-one sessions as well. This is a big topic on my one-on-one sessions. When you hire me out for an hour privately, we get a lot accomplished, and I get the questions back and forth about, I got to learn how to retire. I got to get myself set up. I got my wife and I and the kids. I got mom and dad. I got grandma and grandpa. There's things coming up that we're down the highway, and I know there are blockages up there that I've got to deal with, and I got to get my mindset. When there's a detour in the road, how do I handle it? Like the detour of my mom and dad are getting on. They don't want to admit it. They just think that they're kids and they're screwing themselves over financially, or the opposite. Mom and dad are really on top of the fact they're getting on, and they pulled me aside and said, out of the 3 kids, you're the only one who knows what the hell's happening, because the other 2 kids are, one's in jail, the other one's a party animal. You're the only one we can count on to run the estate going forward. Or you've had to make the painful decision with or without your parents' help or consent to get them looked after. Everybody is in a different position, but you all come eventually on the highway of life. Certain things have to get done, and it sometimes falls on you to do it. And whether you like it or not, you're the one who's going to have to handle this crap. And so you're dealing with lawyers, you're dealing with accountants, tax advisors, banks, and institutions. And I pray that you do not run into the nightmare where you get the 3 a.m. phone call that somebody passed away and you have to deal with the estate, and it's a goddamn mess. I pray that doesn't happen to you, but everyone around here has a different game plan. You all have a different life, different families, different realities, and you got to deal with it. Here, I'm trying to help you become a smarter investor and become someone that makes very few mistakes. This is a very important safety tip. Avoid stupid moves to maximize returns, because I can't stand it when people tell me, oh, I made all kinds of money doing this and doing that, but I kind of lost a bunch of money doing that. And I should have done that. I should have listened to you, Bruce, because you were right. I really shouldn't have. But, I had a feeling. I felt so good about it. That is the hardest thing to stop in the markets, because out of the billions of people on this planet, there are probably 1 billion that are in the markets. They're into the UK stock exchange. They're into the German stock exchange, any of the Asian and European and South American and every market everywhere, North American. There's over 1 billion people that are into the markets. There's probably another 1 billion people into the markets that don't think they're in the markets. I'm not in the stock market. I don't have any investments. Oh, do you have a 401k? Well, yeah. What's in your 401k? Oh, well, there are these funds. You're in the stock market. Hello, you're in the market. There's 2 billion people in the markets, but there are those out there in the markets who are trying to do it themselves, who don't know what they're doing. They think they know. I know what I'm doing. I'm smarter than everybody in my office. I have my own business. I know what I'm doing. And they're getting crushed because they're putting together all the knowledge they've got in life, and they're thinking, well, yeah, if I can make money in this, this business that I have, or I've made money doing this over here, or I've made money doing that over there. I certainly can make money in the stock market. There couldn't possibly be people smarter than me, or I'm as smart as those other people out there. I can do just what they do and I'll be just fine. But you don't do what they do. You do the opposite of what they do. You don't follow through on the plan. You take shortcuts. You think you can find a quick flip. And you guys, many of you folks out there, and you know people who I'm talking about. Those of you who are here know someone like this exactly. That, boy, I know a guy, or I heard this story 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last year. Yeah, again and again and again, we hear about people who lost it all. They blew off 2 years of profits in one trade. They blew off 5 years of investing conservatively into one deal and got blown out. Happens all the time. And the key here is to not make mistakes. And that is a big, big thing to overcome. Look, what I try and do is keep you around for a long, long time. And if I get you into the habit of making money on a consistent basis, for you to get taken out of that mode is next to impossible. And now I've succeeded in getting you to the place you need to get to. I got to turn you into a consistent winner in this market. And if I can get you there, then what happens is the momentum starts to really go your way. It's like a snowball coming down a hill. Certain times of the year, especially in the springtime, you'll notice kids rolling snowballs down hills. And as the snowball rolls, it leaves a trail behind of grass. You see the grass under the snow that used to be there, and the ball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's called winning in the snowball rolling race. Investments as well. You can really start to compound results, and all of a sudden it hits you like a ball peen hammer. You realize, my God, I can pay off my credit cards and it won't even affect my balance in my trading account. I can pay off that student loan right now. I can get rid of that car loan. I can get rid of this. I can do that. I owe a friend of mine a couple of grand from a year or two ago who helped me out when I was in tough time. I can pay that guy back in one shot. He doesn't even expect it. He said, "Oh, pay me back whenever." I'm paying you back today. There are moments in time through this channel and through the viewers where the epiphany happens, and people realize, oh my God, I'm actually way better off now than I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Things have really turned around. And because I'm doing well in the markets, I'm doing well in relationships. I'm doing well at work. I'm doing well with the club. I play better golf, or I just enjoy it more, or whatever. And others of you are reaching the epiphany about, I can say goodbye to the day job, and I can now be a full-time asset manager of my own wealth. Never thought I'd be doing this until I was retired. I can do this in my 40s or my 50s and say goodbye to the last 10 or 15 or 20 years of work. I can say goodbye to it. And the thought of not having to schlep to the office anymore is a game changer. There are people that you've worked with, some of you, and you're working with right now. Okay, there are people that you're listening to me on your headphones, and your employees, your fellow worker, don't know what I'm telling you. And there are people in your office that you're kind of looking around from time to time, or in the organization you're with, or the business you're in, the industry you're in, and you see, for other people from other firms. All right, you look around, and you see the ones that are your age, and you see the ones that are 5 and 10 and 15 and 20 years older than you are. And you're asking yourself, do I want to be that 20-year-old person, older person than I am 20 years from now? Do I want to be doing that? Is that my life? Is that where I'm going to head? And for years, you just assumed, oh yeah, when I'm 55, I'll hopefully be a little higher up in the organization, and I'll be that person. I'll be that person or that person. And some of you are looking forward to it. You're going, oh yeah, it's going to be great because these people are making some serious coin, and they've got seniority around here, and they've got perks. But I know for a fact there are many of you who are looking at the elders in your organization, and you're going, "Oh God, the Walking Dead." Look at their faces. Look at their body positioning. Look at their attitude. Look, they've lost all incentive. They have no energy left. They're dead. This is a dead man walking, a dead woman walking, because they're in a position where they can't quit. They can't quit. It's either they themselves are so physically beat up, they need the medical plan at the office to keep before they can quit. They have to wait till they're 60 before they can walk out with Medicare. Others are physically fine themselves, but it's their spouses or their kids with medical conditions. They can't quit the firm because of the medical insurance. They're trapped. They're hostages to their jobs because of the nature of the business they're in. And I'm certainly talking about Americans here because most of my audience is USA. Canadians and you in the United Kingdom and Europe, you have a completely different game plan because, of course, each country runs its own affairs the way they run its own affairs. And okay, this story might not resonate with Canadians as much, but then again, it might, because in Canada, you do have the national healthcare system, but you also have Blue Cross and private plans with dental plans and eye care and whatever. It's different everywhere. Now, I'm not here to criticize any country's healthcare or anything else. I'm just saying there are those of you here watching me today and have been watching me since January 2021. And you've heard me say again and again and again, you can take control of your life and be in charge of your own assets and not have to work for anybody. And you've gone, Bruce, please get me there. I want out. I want out. I do not want to be here in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, like others around me who have been here for 20, 25, and 30 years. I don't want to be these people. Can you get me out of here? Is there a way? Yes, there is. And for those of you who have invested in yourselves and have taken this, you've taken this objective and you've said, nothing is going to stop me from getting there. I am getting out. I'm going to be self-employed and I'm going to live a life that I want to live. And it might be as simple as just staying at home and just working from your house and having time during the middle of the day on a Tuesday to go to the Costco store when there's no one else there. Everyone's on work and you're going to Costco Tuesdays at 2 in the afternoon rather than Tuesdays at 6 o'clock at night or at 7 at night or on Saturdays. Costco on Saturdays with those goddamn screaming kids running around and people getting samples and carts everywhere and the lineups to get the hell out. You have sworn to yourself, Bruce, not only do I want to get away from my office, I want to get away from this. I want to have a quieter life. I want to have an easier life. I want to be in a position where, I need 4 winter tires for my car. I can make an appointment for 11 o'clock Wednesday and wait an hour and a half in the waiting room while they put the tires on my car. I can do that. I don't have to ask my boss for time off or cheat the firm and slip away. I'm upfront with myself because I've got one of these. I've got Uncle Bruce in my ear. I got one of these, and I can trade my account whatever the hell I'm doing. The tire center is just over here, and just beside it over there is a Starbucks. I'll be back in an hour and a half. I'll be back in 2 hours to get my car. You say it's going to be ready? You're going to text me when it's done? I'll be at the Starbucks over there. Just send me a text when it's ready to pick up. And you're going to have yourself a coffee and whatever. Yeah, this is the world that I'm trying to get you into. It is the world where you are in control of your life in all aspects. And you don't have to ask permission from anyone to do any of it. This is the liberator of liberators. And this is where I get people with the epiphanies. They say to me, my God, I had no idea when I started following you that all of this would happen as well. I could never have imagined that I would be able to just do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. My calendar is booked Monday to Friday with stuff to do, stuff I want to do. not what I have to do because my boss told me to, or I'm squeezing in a doctor's appointment because that's the only time I can get the hour to go and do that, or my kid got sick and I had to cancel my doctor's appointment until my kid got better, and then I remade that for myself. All over. That's all changed now. Now you are the daddy or the mommy you want to be, the husband or wife you want to be, doing what you want to do when you want to do it. You'll still get sick from time to time. I can't help you there, but you'll be able to handle that a lot easier, and you won't have to worry about, I've already got 5, 6 sick days going this year. I only have 3 or 4 to go, and after that, I don't get paid anymore. Those are over, because even if you don't feel so well, you can still trade the options market. Click, click, done, go back to sleep. Welcome to the other side. Welcome to the completely other side. I am not turning you into institutional traders like in Manhattan, because in Manhattan, there are people who work for hedge funds. And what they do is they schlep their way into the office like you used to. And they schlep their way, through the coffee shop and whatever. And they get in front of 15 monitors, and they have 3 or 4 others who are working with them as a team to write contracts and do spreads and all this other stuff. These folks are working. Okay, they dream someday of being able to be self-employed themselves, to trade what they're trading for someone else for their own money. But they got to build up, a certain amount of capital before they feel they're ready. They have no idea that with 30, 50, 60, 70,000, they've already got enough. They don't have to work anymore. They actually are brainwashed themselves into thinking, I got to have $5 million before I can be my own guy. Because what they're thinking about is creating their own little hedge fund. They want to create their own little business, which means schlepping into the office and schlepping home. They want to be like their bosses and these invisible directors of their firms. They're never going to get there. They all going to burn out well before they get there. You guys can be self-managed, self-reliant, self-sufficient, self-employed asset managers of your own assets. All some of you need. It's so simple for some of you. I'm on the outside looking in, though, so it's easy for me to tell you this because you're in the middle of your little world and you have this hurricane going around you and you can't see through the wall of wind over there. Some of you only need to make a couple of adjustments to your portfolio of assets. All the assets you have, a few adjustments here, there, and there, and you can, 1, lower the cost of your overhead and living, and 2, you can manage these assets in a far better way to bring you additional income. So if you reduce your expenses and increase your income level, there's a gap, and it's a credit gap that is growing for you. And guess what that does? It knocks the expenses down even faster because it takes care of credit card debt, car loans, mortgage payments, second mortgage payments, the furniture loan, the student loan. I help the kids with this and that. You can help your kids more if you want. This changes everything. This gap, this income gap that's growing, puts you into the upper middle class range of people quickly. Because upper middle class people around the world bring in more money than they spend all the time. Never stops. Every day, every week, every month, every year. They bring in more than they need to live on, and they live well. They're not paupers. They live well. That's the upper middle class. That's all I'm trying to get you to. Where you go from there is your call now, because now you have the time and the lack of pressure to relax and analyze your world, because the hurricane has stopped. The winds are down. The dust is settled, and you can see around you what the hell's going on, and you can make much more educated decisions going forward than you would have otherwise. Welcome to the party, pal. I hope I can get you there. There's ways to help you. There's ways you can help yourself get there. And it's called investing in yourself, putting some money on the counter and saying, all right, I'm fed up. This guy keeps telling me about this, and I'm not waiting until January for the so-called New Year's resolution BS. Forget that crap. Everyone changes their stripes, and it's all BS. Start today. Get with the program. You just survived Thanksgiving in the USA. In Canada, we just survived your Thanksgiving in the USA. It's time for you to take stock of where you're really at and where you're really going. And where are you going to be a year or 2 or 3 from now? Because there is no redo. You cannot rerun your 30s and 40s anymore. If you're past your 30s and 40s, those decades are gone forever. They exist now. Your 30s and 40s exist in your photo album on this. And if you're old enough like me, my 20s and 30s, you know where they are? In photo albums in my living room. That's where they are. Where are my father's 30s and 40s and 50s during the prime years of his life? He's not with me anymore. Where is he? In the photo albums in the living room. That's where they are. In these black and white photos and then these color photos. That's where my mom and dad's prime years are now. I have to relive their prime years, if I want to, through albums and try to figure out, well, who's that with dad? Who's that? And then remember how hard he worked and how hard my mother worked and how difficult it was for everyone. I'm not picking on anything and I'm not bragging. Tough times, hard times, but also good times. And this is the same for you. You want to know what you were doing in your 20s and 30s and whatever. Some of you, it's on your phone as far as photos go or videos. Going forward, you want to know what your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s are going to be like? You want them to, I can show, you can see for yourself what your 40s and 50s and 60s are like, where you're working right now. Some of you can do that and you don't like it. Some of you love it. Some of you don't love it. You're looking at around your office and going, oh God, that person's 20 years older than I am and they look like crap. And they're not looking good. I don't want to be that person. Well, you don't want to be that person? You better start today. Get off your duff and change your life. You can't go back to college. I'm sorry. You can't go back to Princeton. You can't go to Harvard. You can't go to MIT. You can't go to whatever university you always wanted to go to. No. You're not going there. You've got to go to school. Yeah. But you got to go to the school for you today. And one option, one potential choice is head to my website and check out stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Get your butt over there. And you'll come across my channel. You'll come across my home page. You'll see this. And there he is. And you'll see on the top there, just around my forehead up there, the word classes. Click that and you come to this page right here. This webpage, this hasn't changed in 2 years. This is the old website still going. Classes, attention students, class is in session. And here you are. Here's where you start. People ask me all the time, hey, what class should I take, Bruce, if I'm really serious about changing my life and becoming, a self-employed person? It's called class number 1, class number 2. Then it's 3 and 4. These are basic math. Okay. This is the old school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, income from writing put contracts, how to trade stock option credit spreads. 9 and 10, how to trade butterflies and how does Bruce pick his stocks and all the psychology of the market. Number 11, using poor man covered call writing strategies to quit your day job. A stock option rollover strategy. Here they are. Here it is. I'm just bringing them out one after the other, and I keep adding to them. Number 15, number 16, iron condors. That's all there is to it. This is your college now. This is your school. This is how you say to yourself, okay, enough's enough. I'm not even getting my paycheck to paycheck. If it wasn't for the wife working or the husband working, one of us makes more than the other. And if it wasn't for the second person, we'd be broke around here. As soon as one of us loses a job, one of us gets furloughed, we're screwed. We are so leveraged into everything we got. It's ridiculous. We have forgotten the basics of finance. We have forgotten money in, money out. We were given all these loans for virtually nothing for years. And we just took advantage of it. We had these holidays and we did this and we did that. And what have we got to show for it? I mean, really, we have a 7-year-old car and a 9-year-old car. We have 12-year-old furniture. We have carpeting that looks like crap. We got a house that needs to be repainted. The roof is going to be redone in the next 2 years. Without question, we got problems. We have issues financially coming up. And we got this 401k and I got this IRA and it's supposed to be our rainy day retirement. It's going to be great money. And I took a look at the statement over Thanksgiving. I finally took a look at the statements of of our net worth. And we're in big trouble because inflation at 3, 5, 8, 10, 12%, we're getting wiped out. We're getting crushed. Our house is up in value theoretically, but it's not because it needs 20 grand worth of work or 40 grand worth of work. Going to be a tough house to sell if we had to sell it because there are houses all around me. They've done improvements and we haven't. The realization is coming out more and more for people going, good God, I got nothing. All this work I've done, I got knowledge, I've got experience, I'm worth more per hour, per day, per week, per month, per year. Yeah. But after the tax deductions, you pay me $10,000 a year more. What do I get after tax? $6 grand, $500 a month, $125 a week. What's $125 a week more for my paycheck, for my improved lifestyle? Jack squat. Okay, that's been eaten up by inflation. You are nowhere with a $10,000 a year raise. It used to be when you went from 30 to 40,000. Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, but when you go from 70 to 80, you have got you're not even equaling inflation. You're making 70,000. You got to get a $25,000 raise. You're not getting a $25,000 raise. I don't care where you work. You're not getting it. You got to get that yourself. Maybe you invest a little into yourself to get a lot back because you've put into the office, to that job, to that company, you've put in, and they are not giving it back to you. They don't have to. They have other people they can bring in to take you out. You get too lippy, you're out of there. Some of you are on tenterhooks in your offices. It's time to change this game completely. It is time to quietly and not say anything to anybody and don't yell and brag and complain. It's time to get your back stiffened up, resolve, and say to yourself, that's it. I'm going to start taking a class a week with this guy. I'm going to watch class number 1 this week. I'm going to watch class number 2 next week. And maybe Saturdays are your day. You're going to pick a time, maybe a weeknight. You're going to shut the damn television off. And you're going to watch class number 4, 5, 6, 7. Every week, another one. And you're hanging out here anyway, listening to me, coming and going to work, whatever you're doing. And you're going to figure it out. All right. Okay, I'm learning this option writing thing. And I'm now going to organize and reorganize my finances. And this might take you 6 months, might take you a year. I don't know. Again, I don't know your situation. Maybe you need a second mortgage on your house. You've got $400,000 equity on your house, and you got $50,000 in credit cards and $40,000 in car loans. Maybe you take $150,000 out on your house, knock off these ridiculous loans, bring those payments out of existence, replace it with a second mortgage that's much cheaper per month to finance. Maybe you'll borrow against your 401k. You got $100,000 sitting in your 401k, and you got $35,000 in credit cards costing you $700 a month in interest. It's ridiculous. Borrow against yourself and knock these guys out. Replace those bankers at 24% with a banker called you at 6%, 7%. Maybe that's what you do. That's step 1. Step 2 is, can you bring capital out that you can now manage to bring revenues in from writing options like we're talking about here? Pay for these classes, write some options, learn how this is done, build cash flow outside of your paycheck. Told you, you don't have to quit your job yet, but you're going to reorganize your existence, your assets and your liabilities and your cash flows, to the point where it's going to hit you like an axe in your forehead. You're going to go, oh my God, I can quit my day job. We're to the point now where I can quit the job, take a part-time gig with someone else or something else on the side, and I have all this time now to dedicate to my option trading, my asset management. This is a revelation. This is a huge change in everything. That's what I'm trying to get you to do here. If you're new to this channel, if you're here as an existing viewer, you already you long ago drank the Kool-Aid. You already into it. And there are people here who desperately try to tell their friends and their relatives and their their favorite coworker, their best buddies. At Thanksgiving every year, they get hit up by somebody. Hey, I hear you doing some trading on the market. How you doing? Oh, doing all right. We paid off the credit cards last year, and now we're knocking off the car loan. Oh, how are you doing that? Well, we're doing these options. Oh yeah, I heard about something about some guy on YouTube, and you try to tell them, and they just gloss over because they will not put in the work to get the results. It's you gotta want it, man. You gotta want it more than it's going to take to get it back. But boy, are the dividends there for the rest of your life. The return is there. But again, many people here have taken the step. They've become members of this channel. They become Gold Bagel members. Every morning they get their trade tip of the day. They get their pre-alert show of the day. They're here for this show. And then Wednesday night, 7 o'clock prime time, hanging out with Uncle Bruce. And they can do it all live, or they can do it on the rerun. Because once you're a Gold Bagel member, you have access to the library of stuff. You can watch the trade tip of the day from last week if you want. You don't have to be here the minute I do it. It's all right. Everyone makes it work for them. I want to say thank you to those of you who've taken the steps already. It's why we're here. Unless people are making money, I wouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. I've been here now almost 3 years, every day, Monday to Friday, generally. And the reason I'm here every day is because I'm being paid by my viewers to be here. It's as simple as that. And if you think it's YouTube that's paying me, think again. All right. There are 148 people here right now. 148. All right? That's all that's there. You know how much advertising money I get for this? You all got an ad before you started watching me, unless you have Prime. We're getting $7 a day, $8 a day from YouTube. We get jack squat from YouTube, from advertising. I don't have any views. I don't get 25,000 views a day, which may have turned some of you people off. You thought in the past, well, I don't want to watch this guy. No, he doesn't have 25,000 viewers every day. He's obviously no good. It's all right. 140, 150 viewers are here. I love you all. But the reason I'm still here with this few number of people watching me is because over the 3 years, thousands of you, thousands have figured out I can make money doing this. I can watch him live. I can watch him on the rerun during the day. We're getting, I don't know, 1,500 views a day now, ballpark over the full day, but only 150 here at a time. For every one of you that are here, there are 10 more of you watching here on the rerun sometime today and tomorrow. That's what's going on around here. And it's building, and it's building, and it's building. And so there you go. But for me to be on the air, people are Gold Bagel members. They're Chilling with Uncle Bruce members. They're buying the classes, and that helps a lot, of course. And some are saying, I need a one-on-one with you. I need to sit down with you for an hour, and I need to tell you my story. You have to understand my situation, because mine is different than you can imagine. And once you understand what I'm sitting on and what I got to deal with in my life, maybe then you can advise me on what I could do. And it happens so many times where I'll have someone for the first time have a one-on-one with me, and we'll talk and we can see each other. I'm over here on this half of the screen. You're over here, and we're privately talking. And I get the idea of what you're at. And then I come up with, well, have you thought of doing this, this, and this? And you go, oh shit, no, I never thought of that. I know. I can do that? I didn't know I could do that. All of a sudden, whoa, here we go. Because sometimes you need an outsider who doesn't know your brother. I don't know your sister. I don't know your mom and dad. I don't know your grandparents. I don't know your friends. They don't know me. They don't watch me. Or maybe they do, but I don't know who they are. I come at you with an angle that you're going, oh, this is totally out of left field. Yeah, because I'm not in your house. I'm not at the Thanksgiving Day dinner table with you guys. All right. I'm not the old uncle with the bow tie that's the same bow tie that he wears every damn year. I'm not that guy. I'm a totally outside person with an angle that you may not have thought about. And then again, I come to you and say, you should do this, this, and this. And you'll go, oh, yeah, well, that's what my brother said to me last year. Did you do it? No. Well, now I'm telling you. I'm telling you should do it. Maybe that's enough to push you over the edge to make you do this or this or this or this. And it might be as simple as sitting down with a tax attorney, a tax accountant, because you're giving away thousands of dollars to the government by not doing certain things in a certain way. It could be that simple, and it could be that a $3,000 to $5,000 financial turnaround in your favor just eases the pressure dramatically. All of a sudden, you're just going, oh wow, yeah, geez, we're ahead now. We're actually bringing more in than we're spending, and I haven't done any investing yet. I've just reorganized my financial structure because Uncle Bruce finally convinced me what my brother's been trying to tell me, or my cousin's been trying to tell me, or my dad told me, and I always ignored him. Finally, okay, fair enough. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's as simple as that. But it can also be, I'm going to hang out with you. I'm going to have these one-on-ones. I've been taking these classes, and I'm here with these great people here, including Larry Titus, who just informed us that the markets are open. Okay, I'm in with this family, and I'm going to grow my assets like these guys. Welcome to the party, pal. For those of you just joining us, I'm glad you're here. I'm honored that you're with us. I'm humbled that so many of you have told me in no uncertain terms that what's been happening here has changed your life. And I thank you. For those of you who aren't making money or haven't figured it out yet or can't get it to work or whatever, well, I'll do the best I can with what I've got. And we'll, between me and the viewers who are here, we'll try to help you out as best as we can. But there's an answer for everybody here. And there's money on the table from the gamblers on the options market that you cannot believe. You cannot believe how much money they're willing to give you. And you can do such conservative moves, financial conservative moves that will make you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, will change your financial structure completely. But you got to make the first step. Join us. Follow along if you like. Become a member of the channel. I would highly urge you to do that. Become a Gold Bagel member and take advantage of all that I offer you for that. It's $25 a month. You'll get that back again and again, millions of times over if you play your cards right. Really, you can really make it pay. But you gotta. I'm asking you to believe in yourself because there's nothing else I can do. If you can't convince yourself that you can be better at what you're doing now, then you got to go somewhere else. It's okay. It's all right. I don't take it personally. It's okay. But I'm pretty sure there's folks here who are struggling right now, who are working 10 times as hard as they're supposed to be working, and they're barely getting by. And if they could work smarter or in a different way, they would be way, way, way ahead. And you know who I'm talking about. There are folks on this channel who know, you personally know people who work way too hard for what they're getting. They're just killing themselves and losing. It's like scooping water out of the stream with your fingers open. They've not learned to scoop water out like this or use a bucket. How about using a bucket to scoop the water out? Welcome to the party, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so very, very much. Those of you who are here, we have, 79 thumbs ups. I don't know how many we got. Are they coming in? Thank you if you're hitting the thumbs up button. We try to get to 100 before the markets open. We're not quite there. So if you can hit the thumbs up button, help us out. Give us a bit of momentum. That would be appreciated. The more thumbs ups we get, the more people will find us. The more people that find us, the more we get coming in here. And you may find that the newest viewer of this channel in the next few days could be someone that could become your best friend on this channel because they think just like you think, or they're in the same area you are, or they're from the old school you are, or they think like you think, or they like the stocks you like, or They heard something about a stock that you like that you didn't know. I mean, the more people who come into this channel, the more powerful this channel becomes, the more profitable everyone else, I think, can become through this collaboration. And so hit the thumbs up button, would you? And do yourself a favor. You think it's all for me. Okay. If you can't shake that out of your head, okay, fair enough. But I am telling you, if you hit the thumbs up button, especially you rerunners out there, hit the thumbs up button. You are giving this channel momentum inside YouTube's algorithms that change all the time. And I have to prove myself to YouTube every day that this channel deserves to be promoted to other investors out there that don't know we exist. Help me help you. Thank you all so very, very much. All right. I see 86 now thumbs ups. I don't know why some of you think you're at 131. I know, is my system not working correctly? I have no idea. But thank you, all of you who are nailing the thumbs up button. It's appreciated. Kids, do not fear the upside. Do not fear the downside. You're going to get richer whether you like it or not. If stocks are going down, that means options you've written are going down in price, which means the acceleration of you cashing in by buying back calls for way less than you wrote them for is happening sooner rather than later, which means you have opportunities perhaps to roll over contracts further ahead in time at the same strike price, or lower the strike price, go further in time, and bring in much more deserved money into your account. This is what it's all about. We're down 34 on the Dow right now. That's what I think we're doing. I hope I'm accurate. We're taking a look at the markets here. 38 points on the downside for the Dow, 10.8 on S&P. We're down 35 on NASDAQ, and we're down 20 cents on a barrel of oil in West Texas. All right. Are we going to break $7 on Sofi going up today, or what? What do you think? Good morning from BV. Thank you, guys. We've just gone over to the member-only mode for commentary. So all the people who are commenting have green titles with an avatar behind their name. Those are members of this channel. You want to join the chat and ask me a question during trading time? Become a member. Chilling with Uncle Bruce for $10 a month, or Gold Bagel member for $25 a month. You can do this along with the other perks that you get as a Gold Bagel member. Thank you all for doing it. Spiders are down $1. Qs are down 96 cents. GameStop $12.03. SoFi $6.94, up 7. Apple's down 48 cents. We've got Netflix down $1.76. Adobe down $1.94. AI down 39. Nvidia's at $4.79, up 133. We got Tesla down $2. We have what do we got here? Some of the bigger stocks right now. Hang on, let me see. Unity down 38. Google's up 48. Moderna down 167. Cisco's down 32 cents. Pfizer, again, this is the first 8 minutes of the day. We're up 15 on Pfizer. IBM is up 14 cents. HBQ down 31. Microsoft down 87 cents. Got Amazon down about 70 now. Home Depot is up about, no, we got Amazon up 70. We got Home Depot up 14. Venix Semiconductors, SMH, down 59 cents. Goldman Sachs up 14. Boeing is down 70. Facebook, Meta, up 52 cents. Target, down 74 cents. JP Morgan down 48. Costco, up 336. Walmart, up 35. Disney's down $1.13 to 94.93. American Airlines is off 3 cents. DraftKings, up 42. AMC down 20. And Royal Caribbean, up 43 cents to 104.88. That's the early read at the moment. This will change. The volatility is there. It's possible that we have a down day today. It's possible. We might be down for the first half hour, 40 minutes, and then we turn around and break even. And then we go up a little bit, and then we break even again, then we go down 50 points, and we go. On the other hand, we drop 40, 50 points. We don't get a recovery in the first half hour. We drop another 40, 50 points. We're down 100 points. And the market just does not see a buy wave at the moment. And the market starts to drop off, and people get nervous because we have nervous Nellies out there who have been doing nothing but making money on an up market lately. And they have not done rollovers. They have not locked in profits. They have not repositioned themselves. They're still sitting on these long trades where they're up money and they think that I don't have to do anything. It's just going to keep going up. The market always just goes up now. The market's going to go to record highs. That's what they said on, Wall Street Bets. They said that on Reddit. That's what they're saying on these chat boards. And they don't lock in profits. And then we get these drops, and now we get these people panicking and getting out. I got to lock in something. And then we're down 300 points. Totally possible. Gonna happen? I don't know. Deserve to happen? Maybe not. But maybe we're overbought a lot. Maybe we're 1,000 Dow points too high right now. Too high, too far, too fast. We had a good year last month, is what they're saying. A good year last month. All right. You know what that means? We're overbought here. We're going to see this play out. All right. The VIX is up 61 cents to 1307. That's telling you something. When the volatility index is rising, that's bad. That's bad. Oil down 28 cents. We have an OPEC meeting later this week. We have to wait for that. All right, Flint Creek, come on, Sofi. I got a fat bet on you right now. Boggle, hi there. Rolling a trade is realizing a loss and making a completely new trade, right? Rolling seems more like accounting, netting. It's a loss on that trade. No, yes and no. There are those out there who roll wins. You've made money on a call because it's gone down in value. You wrote it for $4. It's trading at $2. You buy it back, and now you write another call for $4. That might be 3 months down in time, a month further out. Different strike price. It's not necessarily a loss at all. Mandu number 5, 96 thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. Splair. Until now, this TTW is holding the level from the last 2 weeks. And Jep, yes, related to, what is this, Gaming Now news for that area, and they're stunk since the latest video about GTA 6. Giddy up. Boggle, number 98, by the way. I'm thumbs up, number 98. Thank you, Boggle. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. It's good to see you all. We'll find out just how this market wants to play. We're down 66 on the down. Nothing serious here. Spiders are down $1. Qs are down 33 cents. We're not, plummeting off the face of the earth here on anything, really. We're up 8 on Sofi, 694. The title of my show today, Sofi shares are attracting billionaire investors. This is true. There was an article that came out talking about some hedge funds, billionaire hedge funds that are buying up stock in Sofi down here. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They have the capital. They have the patience. They have the track record. And they will buy stock and nibble it up and buy up millions of shares over days and days and days. And they'll just take it and say, thanks. All you morons giving up Sofi at $6.94. We'll happily take it off your hands. It goes down to $6.50. We'll buy more. We're going to keep buying. There are shorters out there with 117 million shares short that are not buying up the stock. And these billionaire investors are going, okay. You don't want to buy it at $6.50 to $6.90 a share? Fine, we'll buy up the stock. We'll take it off. We're not going to run it though. We're not going to run it to $8. No. We need millions more. As long as it's down here, we'll nibble up this stock. A couple 100,000 here, a couple 100,000 there. We'll nibble it up. And you guys don't want to cover your short because you think it's going to what, 3 or 4 or something? You really think so? Great. You think that. We're going to just nibble it because we already know that in the quarter that we're in right now, this actual moment in time, November the 27th, all of October and almost all of November, 2 of the 3 months making up this quarter, Sofi's making money. They're making a profit right now. Come here. Come on. Let me tell you something. Okay. Let me tell you a little secret. Okay. This is what your old man Uncle Bruce wants to tell you. First of all, look at the white hair on my eyebrows. Okay. Look at the white hair I have here. I'm not a young guy. Okay. I've been around a long time. Okay. And here's the secret to making money. All right. You either sell high and buy low, or you buy low and sell high. And billionaire investors who have billions, why do they have billions? Because they won a lottery? No, no, no. Did they inherit all their money? Not really. Not really. No. How did they make billions? How is it they're sitting on billions? Because they've been very smart, patient investors who buy low, wait, 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 and then they sell high, and then they buy something else low. So billionaires who made billions on Amazon shares, they were buying in the mid to late 90s and the 2000s and in 2010s. And look at them today. Billionaire investors from Apple, they were buying Apple in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s. Billionaire investors on Microsoft were buying the stock in the 80s, the 90s. They waited and they waited and they waited, and they're now worth billions. Now, what are they buying? One of the stocks they're buying is called Sofi, Sofi, Sofi. I hope you get that. And you've probably noticed I need dental work. So there you go. There's your tip of the day. Free of charge. You don't have to be a member to get that info. You buy it when no one else wants it, when everyone else poo-poos it, or most people poo-poo it, not everyone. And you defy the skeptics. You defy them. Because right now, people are selling SoFi for a tax loss. They've been doing this for weeks. There are people who've been selling SoFi now for over a month, writing off losses. Now, some of them, not all of them, but some of them want to buy it back after 31 days to get back. But not all. Many are just, oh, I'm giving up. I bought this at $12. I bought it at $15. They don't know this channel, or they do know this channel, and they don't believe a word I'm saying. Not a single word. He is full of crap. He's a shill. He's being paid by brokers to say all this crap and suck us in. There are those who still believe it. Well, these billionaire hedge fund guys are going, it's all right. Think what you want. It's okay. You can think bad thoughts on SoFi. It's all right. But, we're going to do what Noto does, the CEO of the company, the guy who ought to know exactly what's going on at SoFi. The CEO of the company. He's buying up the stock down here. We're buying the stock up here. We're going to buy it when he buys it. He's got 7.4 million now. We're going to buy it too. And we'll wait. We'll do this because Noto isn't going anywhere. Is Noto going to quit SoFi and join Bank of America as a VP somewhere? Oh, I don't think so. No, he's not leaving the CEO job of SoFi. Are you out of your mind? No. Is he going to start another company from scratch right now? No. With 7 million shares in his personal account, he knows something that the billionaires know, and what I know, and what I've been trying to get you to know. And many of you do know this. When the shares hit $100 a share, Mr. Noto is going to be worth $7.5 billion personally with the stock he owns. You know that. I know that. The rest of the world doesn't want to know that. They don't believe. And it's okay. You don't have to believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe in. Believe in kumbaya stories and believe in your favorite movie stars and your astrology predictors. It's okay. Believe whatever you want to believe. But there are billionaires. It's a fact. It is a fact. Billionaires are reporting to the SEC, we have bought SoFi shares, and we have this many shares. We have this many shares. We have this. They have to report, and they are reporting. And there are analysts out there who are saying, billionaire investor with this fund here, this hedge fund just bought a bunch of stock. This fund here bought a bunch of stock. This fund here bought a bunch of. It's just getting lost in the ether. No one's paying attention to the story. Not enough people yet are paying attention to that. Noto files, and we talk about it for about 3 days. And then we don't talk about it anymore because we're so bored with this news. We're so used to the fact that Noto is buying his own stock. We are forgetting the fact that Noto is buying the stock. We forget. We don't realize what we just said. We don't understand the impact of what just transpired here. He did it again for the, I don't know, the 15th time in a row. I don't know how many times he's bought stock. We've lost count. It's the same. It's a broken record. And we're going, yeah, cry wolf, cry wolf, cry wolf. And I say again and again and again, there's a way to take advantage of this without owning a single share of SoFi. I made a video about it this weekend. You don't have to own a single share of SoFi to make money on it. As a matter of fact, you can use some cash to write cash secured puts. And even if the stock doesn't go up, you'll still make money. So if it doesn't deliver anything, you'll make money anyway, despite the fact that you don't own any stock. You can still make money on this. But you got to want to learn how to do this. You got to want to step up. I'm blown away by how many times I come up with suggestions where I tell viewers, you do this, you can make 40% of your money. You do this, you can make 30% of your money. You do this, you can make 18% of your money, 22%, 44%, whatever. And no one does anything. It just blows me away. People are always saying to me, well, have you got a good tip? Is there something I can do to make money? Yeah, I do. I do have tips. I put them out there every day. I did one this weekend for free on a video. Anybody can watch that video. Knock yourself out. Write cash secured puts at 10, good till Jan 26, and take a gob of money off the table, a ridiculous amount of money off the table, and roll more and write more and write more. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Did one of you do it? 5 of you do it? I have no idea. Over the next few days, I don't know how many will do it. But bona fide way to make money, I think. And you've got to gamble. You have to gamble. You have to roll the dice and go between now and January 2026. We're going to have 7 or 8 quarterly reports. And was it every quarter they add another 600,000 members or 700,000 members? There'll be 5 million new members in the bank. They'll be over they'll be at 15 million members. They'll probably have 60 billion in assets, 70 billion in assets by that point in time. I don't know how many dollars per share they're going to be making per share per year. And this stock is not going to be higher than where it is right now. Really? Really? Oh, really? And Noto is an idiot buying his own stock. Really? There are people out there who are saying that. They're saying, the next 8 quarters won't be anything. Noto can buy all he wants. He's a moron. This company is way overvalued. They're never going to be anything. They're ignoring the 40% growth per year curve they're on. Just totally poo-pooing it. No. Bank of America is a far better buy. Oh, yeah, far better buy than these guys. Really? Really? Okay. Again, think what you want. But there's opportunity in them, their hills. But you know what? You got to take the leap. And class number 1 is waiting. That's all I can tell you. Every time. Class number 1, class number 2, class number 3. Same old story. I never change. It's always the same. Thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh. JR, AI, that close up is scary. Uncle B, Luca is laughing. Welcome all. Did I wake any of you up? Good morning. Number 109 says, Brian, does anyone own this new company called SoFi? Have anybody heard anything about it? News to me. I've never heard of these guys. Welcome to the show. We're down 57 on the Dow. Nothing ridiculous, but it's negative. We're down 11 on S&P. We're down 28 on NASDAQ. The VIX is up 49 cents. Oil is down 62 cents a barrel. That OPEC meeting is coming up later this week. Is it Thursday or something? I don't know. So there's speculation about dissension in the ranks, that certain OPEC members want to cut production. Other OPEC members are going, I can't cut production. I have bribes to pay. I am bribing all the judges to sentence my political opponents to life prisons. I have jailers I have to bribe to keep them behind bars. Even though they like these guys, I got to bribe them to give them more money to keep dissidents behind bars rather than, because the dissidents are saying, if you let me out and I become president of the country, I'll bribe you more. And they're going, yeah, well, I'm already getting the money because, they're selling all this oil and I'm getting every month this much money under the table. I kind of like what I got right now. There are all kinds of bureaucrats out there that have to be bribed off. There's all kinds of military commanders, generals, captains, corporals, soldiers. All these folks have to be bribed by these dictators in these OPEC countries that are run by fiefdoms. They can't cut production. We can't do that. I need 50 million a month. I need 200 million a month. I mean, 400 million a month. I got my villas in the south of France that I need, 10,000 a month to keep them updated. They're worth, after all, $15 million. I need 10,000 a month to keep my New York condo going. I need another 150,000 in 3 months. I ordered a Bentley. I only got 250 in cash. I need another 150,000. I have needs. Okay. But my cabinet and all my vice presidents, I have to pay these guys. I mean, these guys need cash, man, lots of cash. We can't cut oil production. That's the world we're funding. We, as the Western world, are helping out these morons to live that lifestyle. It's our fault. We're driving those big fat SUVs and pickup trucks, and we just don't believe in getting 25 miles a gallon. It's my right to burn a truck at 15 miles a gallon. There's too many of us. There's too many of us like this, unfortunately, still. And then there's industry that is going to Washington with bribes to super PACs going, hey, keep those mileage numbers down and allow us to burn whatever we're burning in coal to fire our power plants. We keep the electric grid going with natural gas. We don't want to convert over to solar. You can't count on the sun. It's going to blow up in 4 billion years. You can't count on that. We can count on good old coal. Yeah, just like the 1780s and the 1850s and the 1910s. Boy, we won the First World War with coal, We should be able to do that all we want. We can't go into electricity for cars and trucks and stuff. No, we got to go old school. We can count on it. Good old West Virginia will just keep us going in coal, and it's okay. We burn this crap, and it goes over the Atlantic Ocean. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't matter. It's all right. That's fine. Okay, well, here we are. Welcome to the party, pal. Here we are. This is the world in which we live. Thank you all for being here, folks. Get the classes. Alberto saying, for God's sake, take the classes. White feather, what they said. What they said. Welcome all to the show. Nice to have you here. Those OPEC boys, they don't want to cut production. The Saudis can cut production because when you produce, 10 million barrels a day or 20 million barrels a day, and you cut 500,000. So you're running a surplus. You're pulling oil out of the ground at $3 a barrel and selling it for 100 or 75 US. Thank you very much. Easily done here. You got a trillion barrels that you can pull out of the ground for the next 200 years. What are you worried about? You're buying Russian oil in the Indian Ocean and the Black Sea, and you're filtering it down to your refineries in Saudi Arabia, and you're burning Russian oil to make electricity for Saudi Arabia. You're not using your own oil. You're using the Russian oil that you're buying at 35% off the world price. What do you think? The Saudis are stupid? They know what they're doing. The Indians are doing the same thing. India's buying Russian oil at a mega discount for cash deals off the table, and that's how they're subsidizing their economy. So-called great big fat democracy out there. You don't have to be a dictator to take advantage of the Russian oil situation. And we keep burning this stuff. We keep using too much of it to keep the price up here. We're the morons. We're stupid. And we deserve all the heartache we get because these fiefdom countries and these dictator-run Russians and Chinese are making it tough for the democracies to get by. It would be a lot easier if they weren't as rich as they are, and we could make life miserable for the Russians and miserable for the Saudis and miserable for the Iranians and miserable for these other fiefdoms if we use less of this crap that we're sitting on. And we don't have to. We know how not to use it. It's unbelievable. We know how not to use as much oil. We invented the way to not use as much. We did that at our universities. Our kids in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, we sent them to college to get smart. They got smart. They came back with, here's how to run a car without gasoline. Here's how to create electricity without burning natural gas. Just put these things on the top of roofs and aim them at the sun, and you get electricity for nothing. Free. Well, we can't do that. Oh no, that wouldn't be. Oh, that wouldn't be good for our oil industry. That wouldn't be good for coal. Can't do that. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I don't know. Uncle Bruce, I ordered the Cybertruck. Guess who's paying for it? Yeah, covered calls via Tesla. Thank you very much. Well done, Alberto. Way to go, pal. Why not? Alberto is going to use zero gasoline to power that thing. You got to love it. Nice. Alberto, white feather. I might order the Roadster as well next year when they come out with that 2-seater. He has forced us to live better lives. These are facts. Splair, I bet someone with 100 Apple can afford, thanks to Uncle Bruce, at least once every 3 months, a new iPhone. Alberto, Splair, dinero, baby. Splair, moolah, yes. Sofi at 7, says JR. Bingo, says Alberto. White feather, yes, he has, Alberto. He has changed lives. Welcome to the party, pal. SoFi 698 trying to break through 7. We're up 12 cents. Giddy up. The Dow's off 47. Nothing too bad, but we're down 47. Where are we at here? Enphase at 96.92, down 331. Spiders are down 73. The Qs are down 22 cents. GameStop down 13 to 12.07. Apple down 59 cents. Netflix is off 52. Adobe down 295. AI is sitting ahead 18 cents a share at 29.07. We got NVIDIA up 394. Tesla is at a loss of 144 today. Options are depreciating. What do we got? Rocket Lab down 4 cents. Matterport down 3. Smart Rent up a half a penny. Owens Corning down 22. ATIP up 53. Unity down 38 cents. Google up 2 cents. Moderna down 2.36. Cisco down 32. Pfizer down 13. Make it 17. IBM down is up 21. HPQ down 25. Microsoft up 6. It's very mixed here. ME is sitting at 90 cents. Amazon is up 203. Home Depot up 7. Vanik down 22. Goldman down 81. Boeing 86 lower. Facebook down 36. Target up 16. JP Morgan down 27. It's slight changes. Nothing like we don't see mega dollar moves. Costco's up 5, make it 6, but it came down a ways. But, Christmas shopping is on. Walmart up $1. Disney down $1. American Airlines down 7. DraftKings up 34 cents. AMC down 14. Welcome all to the show, the party. Great to have you here. Option writers are just sitting back, folding their arms, going, you show me where you want to go. You want to go up? Go up. You want to go down? Go down. I don't care. You don't want to move at all? Fine. Don't move at all. I make money no matter what you do, market. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I will hang with my peeps right here on this channel. I'll hang out with my Uncle Bruce buddy, and I will get stuff done today. I will live my life the way I want to live my life. I am adding returns to my retirement that no fund manager can ever do for me. I cannot hire anyone to give me the returns that I can get myself. Because of what I've learned on this channel, no way will I ever let anyone else manage my money again. Never, ever again. No matter how little you have, it doesn't matter. What can I say, everybody? Cybertruck delivery in 3 days, says Deep Value. Splair, now I'm happy. SoFi, $7. And my TTW at 157. Giddy up. Sounds like a fire in Calgary. Yeah, fire trucks or wherever they went to. It bounces off the apartment buildings around us. It's one of the things we have to pay for. But you know what? Starting Friday and Saturday, I won't be hearing this noise anymore. JR, humans aren't supposed to fly. God would have given us wings. Wilbur and Orville, watch us, baby. Deep Value. VIX under 13 again. There you go. You're going to get this. It's to be expected. 697, 699 on SoFi. Volume today, 6.8 million. This is a nothing burger. You know, and I know that in the first, hour and a half, it would not be unusual to have 30 million trade on SoFi when it's really coming on. 6.8 million. There's nothing going on. Yet we're up 11 cents, 12 cents. Why are we up to 11, 12 cents with only 6.8 million? I know the answer. Does anyone else know the answer? Yeah, there's no selling. The sellers have come and gone. Tax loss sellers have probably done their best already, and they're long gone out of this position. And we're drying out. The stock is drying out at these levels. And again, when you get these little headlines that show up once in a while that some people get, some people don't get it, billionaire hedge funds buying up stock on SoFi. They're just buying it up. They're not going to run it. I wouldn't do that. If I needed 5 million shares of SoFi, you think I'm a moron that would just go and put a buy order in for 5 million shares and get me filled in an hour? I wouldn't do that. No way would I do that. I would tell my trading desk guys, have a little meeting before the open and tell them this week I need 5 million shares of SoFi for the best price you can find it at. Which means don't just go chasing the stock like a drunken sailor and buy everything you can buy. Wait for pullbacks during the day and nibble up stock. And it might take 5 days to get $1 million a day. It might do that. It might be that occasionally I'll find a 500 share block for sale. I'll just buy that and not buy any more behind it and let it go down 4 or 5 cents. After I get $500,000, it drops 4 or 5 cents. Then I'll buy 50,000 here, 10,000 there. I don't want the market to know. Can you close that window? I'm playing poker with the market. They don't know I need 5 million. They have no idea I want 5 million. I'm not going to let them know until after I get it, because that's when I have to report it. After so many days, I have to make my reports. That's how it's done in the big leagues. And so 698, 699. Auntie Jen, how are you?
It's cold in here.
It
got windy.
The wind shifted and started coming in here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show and welcome to the channel.
To another Monday.
Another Monday.
Another week of exciting trade.
We got 167 folks here dying to hear what you have to say about your Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Pittsburgh Steelers. We
pulled out another one.
We pulled out.
They won again despite themselves. They fired their offensive coordinator, and they had the best yardage gain, 421 yards for the whole year.
But that's what happens. You get down to basics. Oh, and there was another one. The Carolina Panthers coach was released today.
He was relieved of his duties. Larry Titus, good morning, Auntie Jen from Larry.
Good morning, Larry.
Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Morning, Reggie.
Brian, Uncle Bruce, my GameStop deep in the monies are down 69%. Haha. I assume just keep writing and maybe look for a rollover 6 months or so before expiry. Yes. You got it, Brian. Never stop writing. Take money off the table. JR Splitter, TV humans are pretty smart. We've created these problems with our technology. We can solve them with our technology. It's just a matter of whether we will or not. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen. Luca, ciao. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Beach Boy, Auntie Jen. Hi, how are you?
How are you, Beach Boy?
We love Beach Boy. How you doing there, pal? Hanging in there. We will get together. You and I have to figure it out. You let me know when you want to have a session, and we'll make it happen. I leave it to you, my friend.
Very troubled time in that part of the world.
Tomorrow,
right now.
Maybe Thursday, Friday. Well, I don't know about Friday, but Saturday. I mean, you let me know. You'll figure it out. You'll tell me. We'll work out a time. Marcus, number 119 on the thumbs up. Any idea why ATIP is halted? I have no idea why ATIP is halted. I didn't even know it was halted. Trades so little that it doesn't dominate the world. Not necessarily. There's 433,000 traded today. It was up 53 cents at last trade. 793, the high of the day. Okay. That much I know. On the data feed, I got nothing on Market Watch or Yahoo Finance. And so if anyone sees a press release or their investor relations department make an announcement, let us know, and I'll pass it on. And we'll see what's going on. I do not know. I like it when stock gets halted, because it's going up. I
Right.
like those answers. I like those scenarios.
That's a good unbalance.
That's a good one. That's, it got halted because it's up 53 cents. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, sure. Let's see what gives. All right.
How is everybody's Thanksgiving? Any turkey
Yeah.
comas going on?
Any turkey
still?
coma? And no one's mentioned it.
No?
I mentioned a little bit on this show and the prior show, the Trade Alert show, that it's time to get over it, and it's time to get back at it.
Wow.
This is the first regular week. We
That's
only
right.
have a few of them before
That's right.
holidays
Have
kick
3,
in, and it
really.
screws up everything. Speaking of a short week, this is a short week for me. We're not on the air Friday.
Not on the air on
We're
Friday?
in the air.
That's right. I keep thinking Saturday.
Keeps forgetting. She keeps forgetting. We're out of here in 4 days.
It's because of the panic.
She's not thinking.
It's sheer panic level.
We have wash to do.
Man.
We have stuff to finish off. We have to eat the food in the
I
fridge.
have an advent calendar to put.
She's got dozens of Christmas presents to wrap. She's done nothing. What has she done? Watch football. Oh, what's on tonight? Football! So we can't do any of that. We got football to watch.
Well,
we got to get ready for the game 3 hours before the game is held. We can't do anything.
Pre-game.
Pre-game. I mean, after all, she is so into that Kool-Aid. It's unbelievable.
But having 2 full days this close together is taxing. It's hard to.
It's hard. JR, Tasty Trade is saying it's not halted at all. Marcus, looks like ATP is trading in. It showed it's halted on Schwab. Alberto, Andy Jen. How you doing?
How you doing, Alberto?
Alberto just put in an order for a Cybertruck. And he said, guess where the money came from to buy the Cybertruck?
Oh,
writing Tesla calls.
Very interested to see how he likes it.
Yeah, we want to hear all about it, Alberto. I'm curious. Richard Carlin, only 669 shares traded on ATIP. It is not halted. Not halted, they are saying. So, okay, there you go. Thanksgiving sucked. My mom went into the hospital. My nephew went into the hospital. My own man is sick. 2019 was the last real Thanksgiving. So, they talk about changes that are happening, aren't they? Rosetta State, Uncle Bruce, we need a SPAC overview, maybe? Do we sell some of them for a tax loss or hold or wait? What are your thoughts? I'll have to talk about that. Beach Boy, meanwhile, I wrote cash secured puts on Enphase and Unity. All out of the money with not a lot of margin. How about them Peach Cybertruck owner and pile dancer? Is this legal? Is this allowed?
Wait a minute. Is it?
Flint Creek, it's time for SoFi to run up. What, 704? Here it is. It's broken through 7 now. The resistance level is gone.
And I know I watch football, but I see SoFi all the time.
True, she does.
They love showing the building. You see the
stadium.
commercials.
Yeah, SoFi commercials.
Yeah.
704, high of the day, 705, up 18 on 8.3 million. So we had a couple million go through in the last 5 minutes. So, hey, buying is coming in. We know.
Getting back to real life.
I've been telling you, billionaire hedge funds have been picking this stuff up. Millions of shares have been picked up in the last couple of weeks. No one cared, but now maybe people care. GameStop is up 12 cents. Hello, we're moving up on GameStop now. 12.32, 705 on SoFi, up 19 cents. Netflix is up 75. AI is up 56 cents. Nvidia up 4.55. Rocket Lab up 1.5. Smart Rent's up 4 cents. I'm telling you who's going up. ATIP 793 on 433 shares. Like it's a nothing burger. We got nothing. If anyone sees anything, you let me know. Unity up 3. Who else is up? Pfizer's up 5. IBM up 47. Amazon up 224. Home Depot up 91. Meta is up 40. Target up 78. Costco up 739. Walmart up 99 cents. DraftKings up 40 cents. Royal Caribbean up 184. There you go. Those are some of them. Down 33 on the Dow, down 5 on S&P, and we're up 2 points on, we're up a quarter of a point, 3/4 of a point on NASDAQ. 3/4 of a point on that. Oil down 11 cents right now. Who was this? Deep Value Options Cybertruck body is bulletproof and the truck can float on calm waters. Alberto, Beach Boy, it's all good, buddy, says Alberto. Brian, GameStop just took a little pop.
Commercial.
Yeah, the Volkswagen from the old commercials from the 70s.
Driving into the water.
Floats across the river. It will sink eventually, but it's pretty airtight to start. GameStop, 12.31 up 11. SoFi, 7.08 up 22 Anyone writing those $10 cash secured puts that expire Jan 26, you're already going, oh, yes! Welcome to the party, pal. Still not too late to do it. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, our fridge is acting out. SI Black Friday. So we went to Lowe's and bought a brand new French door refrigerator,
Nice.
double ice maker
Ooh.
and fancy temp adjusting.
Ooh.
Whirlpool 29 cubic foot, $3,000. Thank you, gamblers. There you go. You're welcome.
Very nice.
Look at how great
Double ice
Credit
maker.
Savage is. Just look how great Credit Savage is helping out. The economy is being helped out by the gamblers who are buying his calls that he buys back for pennies on the dollar. He then turns around, goes to Lowe's, buys a refrigerator. So now Whirlpool is making money. The manufacturers and parts suppliers,
person on the line,
the person who's delivering the fridge to his house is making money. The installer who's going to install it is making money. Everybody's making money because Credit Savage made money in the option business by writing calls that other gamblers bought. Is this a beautiful country or what? Everybody wins.
Well,
except for the gamblers who are losing. But you're not gambling. But you're not the gamblers. You guys are like Credit Savage. You're the writers. This is nice, Bobby. Holy, there's a fire under Sofi this morning. 7:08, baby. Flare. Thought about mentioning Sofi almost, Uncle Bruce. Now he's mentioning it. Brian, Credit Savage of Wall Street. I need a new fridge too. About the same size. Maybe it's time to take a look at these things and see what we can pick up over here at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever you buy your refrigerators, your stoves, your convection ovens, your washers, your dryers. Hey, baby, help the economy. And help yourself and improve your lifestyle. Every time you open that fridge now, you're reminded about the options market. See, if you go on a fancy
song when you don't close the door soon enough.
See, and if you go on a fancy dancy vacation, which Credit Savage did, they went to the what was it, the Ritz-Carlton or whatever that was, the Waldorf Astoria. That's a nice experience while you're there. But when you're home, you're not reminded of it all the time. So, but when you open a $3,000 fridge every day, again and again, you're reminded how options are making your life better.
You're just reminded how smart you are. How smart you are. Look how
well,
smart I am.
maybe smart. Yeah,
Look
maybe.
how smart I am.
Practical, smart. Those lessons pay off. Oh, baby.
Get a little smarts and look where it takes you.
See, you got see Hector Alberto, cutting edge technology on that truck. Alberto's going to get a cyber truck every time he gets into that truck. Options. Zeta State every time he fires up his Beamer. Options. Exactly, is what we're trying to say. The game is simple. Bring in more money every month than you need to live on. And the additional puts you into the upper middle class. That's how it works. Now, I will be fair. There are upper middle class people that bring in $1 million a month and spend $200,000 a month. They are doing really well. Then there are upper middle class that bring in 15 a month and spend 10. There's upper middle class who bring in 8 and spend 4. Now, where do you fit in? Can you bring in 5 and spend 4? Can you bring in 6 and spend 5? Can we get you over that hump and grow the spread between what you're bringing in and what you're paying out? Get you up that ladder, baby. That's what it's all about. They
always say it's not how much you make, it's how much you spend.
That's right.
But as we have discovered in our lifetime, as our daughter's discovering in her lifetime, you spend what you got.
Depending, but there comes a point where you still you make so much now every month. You now get ahead of it, and if you're disciplined, definitely. Sofi's up 4%, says Brian. 7:14 right now. Luca, well, I have a pair of fancy high heels from my girlfriend waiting for her this Christmas. Giddy up, like Italian fancy. Oh, nice. JR, Luca, nice. Luca saying courtesy of AI, poor man covered calls. Cool. Very, very cool.
He knows the way to a woman's heart.
Big time. There's chocolate
through her feet,
high heels, and wine. Yes, indeed. Take care of a woman with her feet, and you got it made ever. Luca Jr. It's like 1,200 euros for a pair of high heels, but in all honesty, she deserves it. So there you go. You see, there you go. Nice.
On that optimistic view.
And happy note.
I'm gonna go have coffee.
Jen's going to have some
Bye,
coffee.
guys. Have a nice Monday.
Jen's going to be busy today. She's got a few things on her to-do list.
And I'm a day less.
And she only has 4 days to go. She's forgetting. We fly Friday.
I thought it was Saturday.
Yeah. And that means Thursday afternoon is panic around here. Oh, I got to pack. So she can't do anything Thursday afternoon. So she's lost another half a day. Now she's down to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get a whole bunch of stuff done.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's
okay,
time.
I'm
She's out of here.
Okay, bye.
Get that coffee going. Okay, here we go. Fantastic. Anonymous lurker. I'm number 122 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. And hello, Auntie Jen. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, fridges, trucks, vacations. It's all nice. Covered call gamblers. Help us support our daughter. She lives in hospital with her critical ill baby. Fantastic. Anything that works, anything, whatever it goes for, it's a good thing. And I'm so grateful that says this is happening too. Chris Savage, Uncle Bruce. Yes, I'm a nice guy. I saved the gamblers $1,400 because the refrigerator was a black Fridat doorbuster. So as you can see, I am helping the economy and the gamblers because I'm saving money too. Instead of spending $4,400, I bought a Black Friday door crasher for $3,000. So really, he's taking mercy on the soul of the gamblers by not letting them lose $1,400, just $3,000. What a nice guy, JR. Luca, those are some fancy heels. Thank you to the gamblers for Luca. Cindy, good morning, Uncle B. I'm number 124. The Big E is in the house. Sofi, 714. That's right. Are up 28 cents on your Sofi, kids. 28 cents. This is the high of the day. A volume, 10.6 million. Another 2 million in the last 5 minutes. So we've had 4 million go through in 10 minutes. Something's going on. Something's happening. Did someone share my video with other people and say, that guy Uncle Bruce is talking about billionaires buying up that stock? Is that what it is? Or is it something else? What's going on? Why is it running? You know what? I don't care. I don't care why it's running. It is only $10 too cheap as far as I'm concerned. So bring it on, baby. Bring it. Hector, Luca, you have good taste, sir. Alberto, upper middle class. Hey, I'm drinking my McDonald's coffee with my pinky in the air. Joking, folks. There you go. Gotta love Alberto. Love you guys. Way to go, kids. Make the money. They're handing it to you. They just want to give it to you so bad. It's unbelievable. You gotta be accommodating. You've got to take the money. You have to take it. I'm sorry. You have to take it. And as a group, you have to take in tens of millions of dollars. There are so many viewers here who need certain amounts of money in their possession, in their orbit of control as they get ready for retirement. And you add it up among all of my viewers, my members, my subscribers, my lurkers. What are we talking about? $1 billion, $2 billion? How many billions do you guys need to haul in to cover it all? Well, every day of the week, there are millions available for the taking in this options market. You've got to get your fair share. Because I'm telling you, I'm warning you, if you don't take any of this money, you're leaving it for the guys and girls in Wall Street and London and Frankfurt and Tokyo and Singapore. They'll take it. They've been doing it for decades. They'll take this money as well. They're very accommodating. A lot of these folks are inside $20 to $80 million private jets. They are in Bugattis. They're in Rolls Royces. They're in high-end Ferraris. They live in $5 to $10 to $15 million dream homes, and they have multiples of them. They're going to take the dough if you don't. It's just that simple. Now, if you take some of that dough and do what Credit Savage is doing from the goodness of his heart by buying himself a $4,400 fridge for $3,000 from Option Premium, now you're giving back. You see, you don't have to worry about giving money to charity. All you have to do is spend it for you and your family, for the betterment of your lifestyle. Hey, when someone buys an $80 million jet, you know that 75 million of that is going to all the parts that have to be made around the world, all the assembly that has to be made by all those factory workers, people who build these jets, and there are thousands of man hours, probably more, are being paid 20, 40, 50, 60, 80 bucks an hour to do their work. When they buy an $80 million jet, they are employing a lot of people to pay mortgages and get their kids through school and get them clothing. These billionaires are doing a favor to the economy by spending their gains. I'm just trying to get you to do what they do in your own little way. So instead of spending 80 million on a jet, you're buying yourself a new $50,000, $70,000 vehicle. It's okay. It's all relative. Build on it. Join the party. Take the classes. Look me up for a one-on-one. Become a member of this channel and become part of the winning crowd here. Why not? There's no barrier to entry, you know. Flint Creek dancing in my kitchen, it make a SoFi go up. I swear, I'm dancing, and this stock's going up. It's 715. SoFi is 715 right now. The high today, 716 on 11.2 million. Another 2 million just went through in 5 more minutes. This thing is trading. It's picked up all of a sudden. It's awoken. It's been awoken from its slumber. It's moving. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I was looking at the top USA bank lists and comparing some banks that are ranked higher than SoFi. Comparing a bunch of their numbers, SoFi should be like 20 to 50 bucks a share. This is not financial advice. There you go. JR, SoFi is making my accounts go green. Thank you, buyers. Stephen Butler, neat. Brian, run SoFi and don't come back. 717. We're up again. We're up another couple of pennies. This is the high of the session now. 718 is the high of the session now. 12.1 million. We're going higher. We're up 31 cents. This is a nothing burger. 31-cent move. It's a nothing burger. What's the difference to your account? Massive. I know. This channel is sitting on a lot of stock, a ton of stock. And a 30-cent move is adding value to these accounts around here. You betcha. No question about that. Just hit 718, says JR. Go, SoFi. There you go, kids. Welcome to the SoFi party. It's fantastic. And it's this group. You guys are going to be here when it's 8 and it's 9 and it's 10. And higher, and you're going to be writing options. Gets to that 15, 18 level, we're going to be writing options. And some of you have done the math. You know that if you can make $1 a month in shrinkage on writing $18 contracts, $20 contracts, if you can make $1 a month in shrinkage on every option you write, you know how much this is. This is $100 a contract. How many contracts are you going to be writing? 10? Not many of you are writing just 10. There'll be a number, but not the majority of you guys. The majority of you guys are going to be writing more than 10 a month. You've been buying this up. You've been buying up. If you've done cash secured puts, you're loving this. You're just going, okay, go up. The puts go down in value. I'm winning here. No problem. This is more than fine. This thing wants to go to 11 bucks. That's all right. I'll do a rollover. I'll buy back my $10 cash secured puts and I'll write $15 cash secured puts. It's okay. I'll put more money in my account. No problem whatsoever. I am more than willing to work with this. I dare you to go higher. I dare you. I double dare you. Let's go, baby. Some of you writing 100 contracts, pulling in 100 a month per contract times 100 contracts, 10,000 a month, 120,000 a year. Hello, whatever else you're doing is additional to that. Does that bring you more money in every month than you need to spend on? I think so. I have a suspicion that that's going to work that way. And then there are those of you with 25,000 shares, and you're going to write 250 contracts a month. Those of you with 50,000 shares hauling in 50 grand a month in depreciating contracts to do nothing. 600,000 a year to do nothing. thing. I'm going to get closer to the camera again if you don't listen to me. Oh my God, it's going to be fun. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, the color of this nothing burger is green, Uncle Bruce, says JR. Maybe that's the lettuce peeking out of the bun. Robert Benson, let's go, baby. 200 thumbs. Let's get him 200 thumbs up. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce. Also, I'm kind of, I am so kind and such a helper that we will be spending Christmas and New Year's Eve in Maui. And I will make a case to only eat and buy local, small mom and pop restaurants. 12 days. Thank you, gamblers. Thank you very much. Yes, the Credit Savage is doing it exactly the way it can be done if you want it. If you really want it, start with lesson number 1. Credit Savage did. There's something to be said about this. Alberto, Sofi, go back to bed until January the 1st, please. 717, Credit Savage of Wall Street. Oh dear, I know I said I would stop at 10,000 Sofi shares, but I'm over that number. I might stop at 15,000, but then I must have more because I can write 150 contracts at a time. At 15,000, that would be 15,000 a month of passive income, 180,000 a year. You'll be going to Maui every year for as long as you want. Thank you very much, gamblers out there handing money over to my viewers, left, right, and center. They are gratefully accepting your donations of all this gambling money. They're taking it and they put it to good use. They'll get a new fridge. They'll buy new tires for their car. They'll buy a new car. They'll go on a nice vacation. They'll get some nice furniture. They'll pay off their credit cards, which allows the credit card company to lend money to somebody else at 2% a month. It's all good for the economy. We all thank you so much for contributing to our cause. 716 on SoFi. Volume now, 13 million shares. We were at 6 million shares 45 minutes ago, something like that. So, yeah, not a little boost there. Not too shabby. We're down 49 on the Dow, down 5.8 on S&P. We're up 1.5 on the NASDAQ right now. Oil's trying to go green. It's up 17 whole cents. That's all she wrote, kids. That's all she wrote. Splair, Uncle Bruce is missing out the 5 to 15 minutes for setting up your calls. Is missing out the 5 to 15 minutes for setting up your calls. I don't quite know what that means. Farmos, Uncle Bruce, Spider Iron Condor, January 2025, 390, 500, 510. Is that too ambitious, roughly, with a $500 credit? What do you think? Spiders. Okay, so Spiders 454 right now. And here we have a 390, 400 on the put side, 500, 510 on the call side. I like the spread. I really like the spread. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Credit Savage. Oh, Uncle Bruce, we're already going to Maui every year already. All 6 of us laugh out loud. It's just cheaper now because the gamblers are so awesome. Talked with my wife, and we may try to a trip to Singapore in 2 years. Yay! Rock and roll, man. Beautiful. Zed Estate. I have a SoFi cash secured put I sold for $1.10. Expires Jan 2024. Should I wait or should I roll? Well, if you write into a January 25, you probably bring more money off the table. You can always do that if you like. Up to you. Splair, because you said we gain without time effort, but there is a little bit of time needed. Well, yeah, of course. It's all right, Splair. It's no big deal. It's all good, man. This sure beats working 40 hours a week plus 20 hours commute time every week. Sure beats that all to hell, doesn't it? 12.18 on GameStop. We're down 2 cents. 7.16 on SoFi. We're up, 30 cents now? 13.68 million. It'll fluctuate a little bit, but could it go higher? Sure. Could it go to 725? Of course it can. Could it go to 705? Yep. Yeah, it can do that. It's going to do this. You've just got to take advantage of the trades when it works for you. Giddy on up, everybody. Giddy on up. Fun times at the OK Corral. Man, you got to love this game. You got to love this game. Thank you so much. I like this game. No, what do we got? Apple down 89. Netflix up 92. Adobe down 57. AI is up 65. NVIDIA is up $4. Tesla down 36 cents. Rocket Lab down 1.5. Matterport half a penny lower. Smart Rent's up 4. Owens Corning up 12 cents. ATIP up 53 cents to 7.93. I don't think we've had any trades. None since I last looked at it. Nothing on ATIP. Unity up 40. Google down 15. Moderna down 115. Cisco down 24. Pfizer down 6. IBM up 30. HPQ down 18. Microsoft is up 26 cents. ME down 2. Amazon up 2.22. Home Depot up 22. Vanik Semiconductors up a half a penny. Make it up a nickel, up 5 cents. All right. Goldman down 112. Boeing down 71. Meta's up 148. Target up 15 cents. JP Morgan down 55. Costco holding an $8 gain at $5.9935. It wants to go to 600. Walmart up 130 a share to 157.36. Disney down $1. American Airlines down 9. DraftKings is up 48 cents. AMC is down 13. Royal Caribbean is up 172 at the moment. Welcome all to the party. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us, Jen and I appreciate your participation today. The thumbs up meter is sitting at right now 137. If you're happy that your SoFi is going up and it's gaining 30 cents, hit the thumbs up button. If you're happy that your options are shrinking down, hit the thumbs up button. If you're happy that you're making money from option gamblers, hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching on the rerun, hit the thumbs ups button. Thank you all so very, 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 very much. It is appreciated. 139 and counting. It's time to honor the Knights of Neat right now. Did any of you watch the Search for the Holy Grail over the weekend so that you could watch the Knights of Ni go neat, 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 and then look at all your relatives wondering, why are you yelling at the top of your lungs, neat, neat, neat? Did any of you do that this weekend? Would have been kind of cool if you did. Thank you, Larry, Dean. Thank you all for hitting the neat emoji button. Splair, Untamed Viking, Flint Creek, neat, 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 neat. Thumbs ups, 141 and counting. The Big E is here. Zeta State is here. Neat, 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 neat. They're coming in all over the place. Option Nomads, neat, neat, neat. You gotta love it. Thank you all so much. Love you guys for helping out. It's fantastic. The knee emojis, neat, 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 neat. That's right. Luca is nailing the knee emoji button too. Thank you all so very much. Fantastic. They're coming in here. Neat, neat, neat. 43-point down dip on the Dow. We've got GameStop at 12.23, up 3. SoFi 7.17, up 31. The high of the day, 7.19. We're going up again. Here we go. 14.4 million. SoFi is going higher. And that's the story as I see it here, going higher. And that's that. Giddy up, everybody. People getting richer on this channel if SoFi goes higher. And GameStop wants to go higher, doesn't want to go lower. It's kind of sort of stopped here, maybe, possibly. Interesting stuff. Giddy up, kids. Just giddy on up. Thank you. Flint Creek, neat, neat, neat. Bobby, didn't watch the Holy Grail yet. I did make my daughter watch Beastmaster 2 from 89. What a cheesy movie. Richard Carlin, neat, neat, neat. Karen, neat, 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 neat. Luca, great movie. JR, SoFi touched 720 just now. Just touch. Yeah, it looks like it did. Flint, $8 SoFi. Do it. I command the neat, 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 neat. Octavio, neat, 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 neat. 718, 720 on your SoFi. Moving up again. The volume now, 14.7 million. It's going higher. SoFi is going higher all by itself. The market is not helping it. The Dow's down. The S&P is down. SoFi's going higher. There it is. What can I say? This stock has such potential. Oh, my God. Just so much. Hope you're enjoying the show, kids. I hope you're enjoying the movement. And we, of course, wish it to just happen and keep on going. Thank you all today for the weekend. Those of you who watched my videos that I uploaded this weekend, including the cash secured put on SoFi. Simple strategy there. Way to go, kids. Those of you taking the classes, way to go, guys. You're investing in yourself, and it's going to pay you handsomely. I am certain of that, and I congratulate all of you who are stepping into them and deciding, you know what, it's time for me to learn what the hell I'm doing here. It's time for me to make this work for me. So congratulations, all of you, on all of that. Thank you, those of you reaching out to me with private emails. I'll try to get back to you as the day wears on. It's not easy for me to sometimes answer, especially when I'm on the air. So bear with me as I work away. Those of you who want to get into the class number 17 is coming up, kids. Class number 17. It's on December the what? What's the date? December the 9th? What date did I put that class on? I know I told you. It's December the 9th at noon Eastern time. And we're going to talk about the art of rollovers and how to salvage bad option trades. Whether you're writing a credit spread, a call credit spread, a put credit spread, iron condors, doing option writing, cash secured puts, poor man cover calls. We're going to talk about how to salvage bad trades, how the pros fix problems. There's all kinds of solutions here. We're going to go over a bunch of these. I am expecting, and I am certain you guys are going to hit me with a bunch of questions on this. We'll be there for you. If you want in on class number 17, lesson 17, you want to be part of the live class, make a donation, $150 US to my PayPal account. The link is down below. And send me a private email and say, Bruce, Uncle B, I sent you $150 for lesson 17. Here's my email address. Make sure to send me the link to the private telecast of class 17 to this email address. I'll be waiting, and I'll join you live. After the class is over, we send it off. I send it off to Emily, who's my editor. She'll edit the class down to a more manageable number. And then all of you in a few days will get your own personal copy of lesson 17 that you can add to your library, watch it again and again you like. For the rest of you who don't participate and join us for lesson 17, you'll be able to buy lesson 17 for the same price, $150 after it's uploaded. So you can watch it live or get it later. It's up to you. But for those of you who enjoy the live interaction, and Auntie Jen is the moderator. She'll be moderating the class live as we go through everything. The class will be coming to you live from Palm Desert, Saturday, December the 9th at noon Eastern time. So there you have it. If you want in, just send a donation and away we go. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for being with us today and always being with us here. It's fantastic. Bobby Atkinson last weekend was See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder subjecting my kids to an 80s movie a weekend lately. Brian, neat. Bobby, Holy Grail, then Meaning of Life, Life of Brian. Gets boring until they talk about a man becoming a lady to have a baby. Double D, what's up with ATIP? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Again, I don't know either. We are seeing virtually no volume. We cannot answer that question. If anyone else has an answer, we'd be more than happy to read it. 718 on Sofi. We're up 32 cents on that stock today. Has touched 720 so far for the high. We're at 15.8 million shares traded on Sofi today. Looking very good on that stock. And we'll say keep it going. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, yesterday I was watching a show about the rise of KFC, US-based fast food chain. It was interesting how closely they watched or discussed stock movements. I imagine SoFi has that discussion too. Interesting stuff. All corporations are keenly interested in how their shares are doing. Keenly interested. It's not uncommon on the board of directors that one of the directors on these big boards, these large corporations, is a stock market specialist, is a director of a or a senior officer of a brokerage firm. It's not uncommon that brokerage firm is the lead firm for bond offerings, for stock buybacks, not uncommon. These Wall Street guys and these stocks, these public traded stocks, they include Wall Street people in the upper echelons of their directorships. Absolutely. Then you've got the investor relations department that have very, very close relationships with Wall Street types. Very close, because they get calls from Wall Street friends that say, I just heard about a hedge fund that is shorting your stock, or I just heard about this. Just saw an analyst report that came out as an internal private release about your company. Positive, negative, neutral, whatever. These companies are fully in tune with what Wall Street thinks. And when they know what Wall Street thinks, they know what to send Wall Street with regard to how we're doing and what's going on to address any worries they might have. They return phone calls to analysts all the time. There's always somebody on this. This is a big deal. So there you go. Splair, eToro says ATIP market is open. The sell 796, buy 757. Deep value NASDAQ is positive. There you go. We're up a little bit right there. Sofi 713, 715. We've been high 720 today or something like that. We're going to jump around. You know it. That's how this stock runs. This is normal. 16.4 million volume. I like normal when it's an up normal. I like it. We're down 50 on the Dow. We're down 5 on S&P, but we're up 6 on NASDAQ. It's a mixed bag market right now. That's it. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. Oil is up 18 cents. What can I say? What else? Brian is saying the troubled Chinese shadow bank Zhongxi warns it is severely insolvent after asset shortfall, failed bailouts. Funny, Ken Griffin just said to China is a great investment. Brian, interesting. Beach Boy, Bobby, nothing beats the biggest, dickest scene in the life of Brian. Set him free. Set him free. Love it. Thank you all for being part of the show today and the channel today. Thank you all for your participation. Have a great rest of your day. Keep the drive alive. We're moving up again on SoFi. Here we go, 716. We'll see how that goes. Follow it all. I'll see you tomorrow morning. First thing, the Gold Bagel member tip of the day, the trade alert for Gold Bagel members, the big show for all of you guys. And don't forget Wednesday, Primetime Live, the last show from Canada. We'll do that Wednesday night. And we're off Friday, traveling. We're in the air on Friday, and we'll be back on the air next Monday. So I'll see you every day this week. Today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but not Friday. Thank you all for your support of this channel and this YouTuber. Make the dinero. Take the money off the table and make it pay, everybody. Splair, have a good one. Luca, nice one. Bobby, great way to make them understand what comedy is. Beach Boy, China. Uncle Bruce, long time no rant about China. You've been kind of quiet about that lately. Okay, kids, have a good one. We'll see you all first thing in the morning. Thanks for your support. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye for now.